Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If this is the first time on my channel, welcome for the first time. If this is not your first time, welcome back. I am kind of excited and not so excited about this video. From the title, I'm going to be sharing my internship experience, what I learned, okay, and my favorite part of internship, all the gist about my internship. I'm going to be telling you all everything, okay? Yeah. If you've not subscribed to my channel yet, come on, okay, just do it, okay? Click on that thing that's looking at you in a red color, subscribe, click on it, and also turn on the notification bell so you get notifications when I upload new videos. Don't forget to like this video as well and leave a comment to let me know if you like it and if you enjoyed it. Okay. I am a public health student and I just did my internship during this summer. Just so you know, I live in Lagos. So if you live in Lagos, I think you already know how my internship went. You should, right? I worked at two different places. I had to do two postings. The first place I worked was the Ministry of Health, and the second place I worked at was an NGO. I'm going to be starting by talking about the Ministry of Health, the department I worked in, and my experience, all that yada 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 gist. You're gonna hear it all. In the Ministry of Health, I worked in the Environmental and Occupational Health department. Now, let me tell you, this place was premium chill work vibes. Like, the place was just really nice. It just gave me this calm, you know, you just going to the office, there's 24/7, there's not so much work to do, you know, everything is just chill and calm. And on the days that there is work, my goodness, you're going to be tired. I worked with two different teams in this department. I worked with the SEHMU team and also the team that goes out to inspect. Now, the SEHMU team is in charge of carrying dead bodies. Okay? If you're wondering why you don't see dead bodies, when you be like, oh, accident happened yesterday at so place, and you get there, you don't see dead bodies. The SEHMU team is in charge of ensuring that bodies that are not identified or involved in accidents, in road, any kind of place, like literally any kind of place, they are being removed from that spot. This is to prevent the body from decaying and then causing diseases. Working with this team was a bit scary, I will not lie. Imagine having to go pick up dead bodies. Like, oh, it creeps me out. Oh, I don't know. It was not that bad. I would not say it was bad. It was not that bad. Like, before we got to the very first occasion where we picked up the first dead body, I remember feeling kind of nervous, a bit scared, like, you know, I was just like, I have the Spirit of God inside of me. What if I get there and Okude GD day and the body comes back to life? What will people do? What would they say? Honestly, I would know, like, that was what was going through my mind. I'm like, Holy Spirit inside of me, eh? And if you shadow could heal somebody, like, I could just move close to this man now and it just comes to life, you know? That was a very funny thing. But it was not as bad as I thought it would be. This body was clean. Even the person in charge was like, nah, it's not that bad, that this one is still intact, that if it was a case where it was a fatal accident and then the head was here, the leg was here, I didn't want to imagine it, okay? I don't want to imagine it. Just that I didn't pick up any of those type of bodies. I did not. Most of the times when we went to pick up bodies, they were intact. But can I just say that still the fact that someone is just lying there stiff and rigid and there's literally no life in them, you're like. The second time I went for this thing, oh my gosh, this one was worse. Okay, it was worse because this particular team, they like see a lot of, you know, they pick up a lot of dead bodies a lot. And note that this SEHMU team, they work 24/7. Like, they can go pick up dead body in the middle of the night anytime there's an accident and their dead bodies involved that have not been identified yet. They go pick it up. From there, they contact the relatives, and if nobody identifies this body, they do the burials for them. I'm not going to go into that. But the second team that I went with to pick up a dead body, this man had died of a sickness, I think. So I could not look at this one. No, this one I couldn't. And then the car that they used to pick up this dead body is just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like all this pickup truck, but the back is kind of covered. I don't have a picture, I'll insert the picture, but the back is covered. And this second one, my darlings, they've gone out to pick up dead body before they came to pick us to like go and pick the rest that they were going to pick up. And the back of this truck was loaded. I'm not even joking. I don't even want to go into details of what I saw. But when we picked up this man, whew, okay, I'm gonna end it there. Okay, that's it for working with the SEHMU team. It was eye-opening to just see that this is how things happen. Like, I used to wonder, people be like, accident happened here, and then I get there and the dead bodies are not there anymore. There was even a day that I went out, like this was after my internship, and there was a dead body on the road. Okay, and I was just like the fact that I've worked with the SEHMU team, I know that okay, they're the ones that are actually going to come to pick up this dead body. It was just eye-opening to see how things run behind the scene. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It was a bit scary, but eye-opening as well. Now, for the second team that I worked with, this team is in charge of inspecting. Now, we inspect different establishments. There are two key documents that they use. When I say this, my colleagues, my classmates, that we do this together, they're going to laugh, okay? These are HACCP and RACCP. These two documents are HACCP and RACCP, okay? So let me just go into a little bit of detail into how this other team works. So HACCP and RACCP are both documents that should serve as guidelines to each establishment. HACCP is for eateries, restaurants, any establishment that has to do with food, while RACCP is for establishments that doesn't have to deal with food necessarily, just normal establishment. It could be maybe they make textiles, they make shoes, a cement factory, just any type of establishment or factory entirely. But for HACCP, it's just mainly for establishments that they deal, as long as there's food involved, things that people consume. HACCP is the document meant for that establishment. Now, these documents are to show the owners or the people in charge of such establishments the guidelines they're supposed to follow and the rules and regulations and things that they're supposed to put in place to make sure that they don't have any issues with us when we come to inspect. Now, these documents are sent to each establishment beforehand. Okay, so they put everything in place. For establishments that have to do with food, HACCP and RACCP are both sent to them. But for establishments that do not involve food or things that people consume, only RACCP is sent to that establishment. Okay, your workers are supposed to be like this, you're supposed to have this document, blah, 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 all the yada, yada, yada things they're supposed to be in place is sent there. Now, when we go for inspections, there are certain things that we check for, and this was such an amazing experience. You know, you're visiting eateries, bakeries, you know, you're just smelling food. Like it's just nice, you know, it's really nice. You're seeing beautiful places and you're seeing places. This has made me to be very cautious of the type of places I eat and I go to. Like, wow, you don't be doing this in here. Nah. I can't. Nah, this was an amazing experience. I will not even lie. It was stressful. Like, you're going to 6 different locations in just one particular day. Don't all of us have 24 hours? Like, how come we are going to all these far places? Like, you're just visiting places, you're seeing different kind of workers, the way they operate and all of that. This was honestly my favorite part when working with this department. And like I said, it's the environmental and occupational health. So you're dealing with, okay, keeping the environment intact. That's where the SEHMU team comes in. And then we have the occupational health. That's when the inspection team comes in. That's when the HACCP and RACCP document comes in. You know, you're inspecting establishments. We see the way the two come together. This was different from the normal public health aspect that I'm exposed to. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Mostly public health is that family health, antenatal, all those family, anything that has to just do with primary health cares, all those basic stuff that has to do with our health that directly affects our health. But having to work with this department and see how they have to deal with the environment and the places we take or consume things from to ensure that it also doesn't affect us as individuals, it was just nice. Honestly, it was really, really, really nice. Moving on to my second posting. You know, I told you that my first posting had this cool, calm work vibe. Everything disappeared in my second posting. Don't get me wrong, it was cool, it was calm, but bruv, my sister, my brother, we worked. We really worked. We worked. Okay, you see, the normal parts of public health that I'm exposed to in school, that's what we had to deal with. You know, having to check people, you know, create awareness, make programs, that kind of thing. It was there. It was there, and we put in the work. This was an NGO, and their main program was against tuberculosis. I did work with two teams, actually 3 teams. The one dealing with tuberculosis. Then I worked with the child blindness. I worked on the child blindness program. Also worked with gender-based violence team. Honestly, there were so many teams to work with this establishment. And it was just beautiful, having to meet different people, see behind the scenes, see how things are going. And it was just nice. Now, starting with the tuberculosis program or team, whichever one you pick, we had to, you know, go out, create awareness of what tuberculosis is, check people, you know, let them know what they're doing wrong, what they should do right, that kind of thing. Know if anybody's showing symptoms. It was stressful, but honestly, it was worth it. One of my outings had to do with visiting the prison. Yeah. You people, I am a Yoruba girl, but I'm not very fluent in Yoruba. I can't speak it. But you're in Lagos. There's some places that when you speak Yoruba and it's not so fluent, they know that this one doesn't know how to speak it. And another way you can communicate fluently is Pidgin. And let me tell you, I am not fluent in Pidgin. Like, my Yoruba is even better than my Pidgin. I'm not even going to lie. And I tell you that out of my belly flowed Pidgin on the day we went for this outreach. Oh my goodness. Pidgin was just coming out left and right. I was so good, but the moment I stepped down, it disappeared. It disappeared. Honestly, disappeared. One key thing that I learned from going for outreach was having to communicate. Not everybody's gonna speak to English, okay? They're gonna say it's not Pidgin, either they understand Pidgin or they understand Yoruba. You have to come down to their level to speak with them. Remember, you're trying to communicate with them. You're trying to tell them how the habits they practice can be of harm to them. You're trying to know if these people have symptoms, if they need medical attention, if they need to be checked, that kind of thing. You're trying to help them. So you're not going to be, I don't know how to put it, but you have to come down to their level, speak to them in a way that they understand so they can communicate with you back. Do you get me? Next project I worked on was the child blindness program. Now, this had to deal with them going to different schools and checking children, checking their eyesight, if it's good, if it's bad, if they need attention, if they need glasses, that kind of thing. Well, we didn't actually go out for this project. We just had to, you know, work with data. Oh my gosh, we worked with a lot of data, a whole lot of data, from inputting data to trying to this one was a bit tough. It was a bit tough. Okay, this was a bit tough. I'm not even going to lie. Having to sit down for hours, staring at the screen and just typing in all sorts. Okay, this person needs this person has refractive error, this person doesn't have refractive error, this person is okay, this person is not okay. You know, it was hard. Okay, it was hard, but everything is also experience. The third project I worked on was the GBV. Now, this was just mainly gender-based violence. They're responsible for, it's just a virtual space where women get to, you know, share if they are experiencing any form of violence or if they were victims of violence. And the aim is just to make sure that they're comfortable with whoever they're speaking with. That's why it's virtual. You know, they don't have to see the person. You can just easily call them and tell them your issue, your problem, and they were ready to help. The main thing I did in this project was just research, finding out different ways that we could enhance, you know, communicating with people, having people to report to them. It was just research, just basic research. Yes, today you're searching for how to reach out to people, you're searching for things to, you know, tell victims, how to communicate with victims, all this kind of stuff. It was just mini research. This was not a project, but it was just a day thing. We had the opportunity of seeing how people take or how the HIV test is done. You know, there are different steps, different tests for different reasons. You know, there are different algorithms. After this step, then you go to this one, and then you go to that one, that kind of thing. Yeah, but that was actually also very nice. That was chill, you know, seeing how it's done, how they encourage people, how they, you know, advise people who are negative, encourage those who are positive, and all that stuff. That was not really a major project. It was just like a day thing. We just had to go to a particular place and then see how they do it and how all of those stuff are done. It was just really nice. And I can't even pick a favorite place from these two postings that I've done or these two establishments that I've worked in, because I met the most amazing people. I would not even lie. Remove the stress of having to work in Lagos. I would have enjoyed it 100%. I would not want to leave them. Okay, but the stress of Lagos, you know, you're waking up very early in the morning. Like, who wakes up that early? Why you waking up that early? Why you waking up that early? What's happening? I didn't like that part. Waking up early, getting home late, sleeping, and waking up early the next morning again in Lagos is not for me. Okay. So that part, I did not like it. Okay. And also the stress of going to different locations, both postings. Okay, if it's inspection, we are going to different location. If it's the SEHMU team, we are also going to different location to just pick up different things. Also at NGO, we were going for different outreach. The distance, the places, nah, this is Lagos. I keep saying this is Lagos. I will not lie, that part was stressful. Oh my gosh. And then you have to go back home and come back the next day and continue. Apart from the aura of working in Lagos, because Lagos is a very stressful place. I keep hammering on this. Okay, I'm sorry. My internship was actually very, very nice. If you've not watched my end of internship vlog, hello, okay, I didn't share like so much. I didn't share like every, because my end of internship blog already shows like my last few days of internship and what I had to do when I finished. So I feel like saying it here is just like repeating info. Okay, but if you want to know how my internship ended and what I had to do, whatever, sure, you can go watch that vlog. I will link it here. Okay, one thing I did learn during my internship was to learn to focus on the present. Before I did my internship, I was already dreading it. Like, I was already stressed and tired before I even started. But I was just like, God was like, you're going to get this once. Like, this time, you're going to get it once. If you keep focusing on, I want it to end, I want it to end, you will miss out on what's happening right now. So I just had to, like, you know what? This phase of my life is happening right now. This is the only phase I have to deal with right now. I don't have to worry about what's coming next or what's the next chapter. If you're reading a book, fine, you want to know what's going on in the next chapter sometimes, but like, you're in that particular chapter, would you at least take that chapter in? Do you get what I'm trying to say? You're in this phase, take it in. Whatever skill, whatever knowledge, whatever thing you need to, you know, do to get through that particular phase, do it. Okay, you don't have to keep thinking of what's next, what's coming next. I just want this phase to end. Fine, it's not pleasing or it's not okay. Every phase comes to an end. You end up missing out if you don't know what that phase has in store for you, and you will never get it back. Like, literally never get it back. Once that phase is over, it's on to the next. And if you keep doing that, you keep missing out on what's happening in the present, what's happening now. Do you get me? Yeah, so that's one major thing I learned during my internship. It was stressful, but trust me, I still had to, like, make sure that, okay, this is my life now, okay? This is what and what can help me deal with this. This is what and what I need to do. This is what and what I need to put in place. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's hard, but sometimes you just have to get through it. Move with it. Move, okay? Move. I also got to speak with people that I don't speak normally. Like, we went on movie dates. I just can't describe it. I can't put everything in words, okay? My end of internship vlog I feel like it just wraps everything up perfectly. So just go watch that vlog. My internship was beautiful, stressful, and beautiful, okay? There were some frustrating moments where I could never even get up from the bed and I'm like, I just want this to end. I am happy it has ended, okay? Don't get me, I'm happy, okay? But the experience is one that I would not get anywhere. If I didn't do it, I would not know what the SEHMU team does, how inspections go, how they do outreaches like that. I would not know the kind of programs I worked on. I wouldn't know about that. I wouldn't know there's virtual space like that for people to, like, you know, talk about their problems and stuff like that. It was just eye-opening. The experience was beautiful. It's one that nobody can take away from me. Literally, nobody can take away from me. At the end, I even got a certificate from my second person, which, like, nobody did it. Let me do it. My name is there. My name is there. Yeah, and that's it. That's basically everything. I do hope you enjoyed this video, me talking about my internship, the places I worked. I don't think it's okay for me to give out the locations that I worked in. I just wanted to share the departments I worked in and the establishments as a whole. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, but if you've not watched any of my internship vlogs, go watch it, okay? Especially my end of internship vlog. I love that vlog so much. The intro is like my favorite intro. Is so far. But anyways, that's it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section. Also, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, because I said at the beginning of the video you have to subscribe now, okay? Subscribe, please, I'm begging you, subscribe. Also, turn on notification bell so you get notification when I upload new videos. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one, or I hope to see you in my next one. Love you. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Watch out, baby, you're about to tip the scales. The feather on the turtle's back broke the shell. Back then there was a time I thought we'd prevail.